Hi, I'm Mike,
And I'm Ruth.
and we are just kind of sitting here talking back and forth. And we thought the first thing that we would do is introduce ourselves.
Right. So I'm Ruth,
I'm
and
Mike.
and for 30 years I have worked with caregivers and the people that they give care to, all ages across the lifespan. And
And have done incredible work. I mean, hundreds of people have come to your classes.
yes, they have, and we feel like we've made a difference in people's lives, and hopefully we will continue to do that for a long time.
Which was something that you and I had talked about, because there was a while back when we weren't sure what to do with all the chaos in the world. And we were like, what do we do? And then we realized we got the word that there's nothing we can do about Washington. There's
Right.
nothing we can do about Oregon. Sorry, guys. We love you guys, but there's nothing we can do about all the other stuff that's going on in the world. But we can take care of our little community. And that's exactly what you've been doing with powerful tools
Yep.
and with caregivers.
Yes, and you're exactly right, Mike. And one of my favorite sayings is a quote from Mother Teresa that says, "If you want to change the world, go home and love your family." And, to me, our family is bigger than just our children and our parents. Our family is our neighbors and our church family and those people that are in our close circle. And we all have an opportunity to influence someone's life, even the grocery store clerk. We can smile or compliment them.
And we learned that when we were in Las Vegas. We were there for, I think it was the electronics show, and we walked up to, actually, it was in Walgreens.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and we walked up, and all we did was pay for things. We didn't think anything about it. We're having our normal conversation, and the clerk behind the counter said, "Wow, it's really nice to have people like you come up come up and be a customer." He said that the people all day long have been mean.
Yeah, crabby and cranky. I guess I'd probably be pretty crabby and cranky if I lost my money in a slot machine. So,
Oh,
but you're right, and that's an example of that. Also, was just yesterday. We went to a new restaurant in town. We live in Council Bluffs, Iowa, by the way. We went to a new restaurant in town, and the waiter was absolutely superb, and just
Kiko.
Kiko, that was his
Kiko,
name.
Kiko was
And
his name.
yeah, he was so attentive. And the other girl that was working in the area saw that my water was empty and she filled it. I mean, just the service was outstanding. And when we were finished, Mike asked for the manager and told the manager how good the service was and how good the food was and all of that. And we've done that before in restaurants, and the manager will come up kind of sheepish and be like, "Oh no, what's wrong? What was wrong with your food, whatever." And just, "Can I help you?" And then when Mike bursts into one of his big Mike Bitter smiles and tells them how happy we were with the food and the service, the manager about melts into the floor. And how many times do we think to do that? Well, if something's wrong, we're quick to say my food wasn't hot or whatever, but to stop them and say what a good job they did.
And that's a good thought. Go out and compliment someone today.
Yeah.
Compliment them, even a cashier or a waiter or waitress or your wife.
Oh, that would be
Guys,
nice.
compliment your wife. Wives, compliment your husbands. I mean, that's
Yes,
something
yes.
easy
Your children.
your children.
We're always hollering at our kids for something. You didn't take out the trash or put down that video game. But how often do we say, "Hey, wow, I love what you did in school today," or whatever would be a good compliment for
So
your
the
child?
So the cool thing is Ruth has been working with caregivers and the people that they give care to, and we have people that we've taken under our wing.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a lot since hanging around her. Those of you who know us and have seen the Mike and Ruth videos, you've seen kind of what we've gone through and some of the things that we've done. And back to what we were saying, we can't fix Washington, we can't fix Oregon. There's places we can't fix, but we can encourage people.
Yes.
And we can do things for people. And so what we've done is we've started focusing on the people that we can make a difference with.
Yes.
And
it means a lot.
It does, to those people who, not only the people with the disease like with dementia or Alzheimer's, but to that family who doesn't really know. It's all new to them. They're not really sure what to do.
Right. And if you've been a caregiver, you know that it's so hard to watch someone who was strong and had a job and mowed the lawn or cooked the meals, all of those things that a parent or a spouse can do, and then to watch them slip away to where they can't even remember their address, or something as simple as being able to heat something in the microwave. So yeah, that's what we try to do, is just encourage those people and come alongside of them, and just help them know that someone cares about them. And for those of you who don't know, Mike and I are Christians. We believe in the Bible, and we believe that God has put us all here for a purpose. And right now, at this time in our life, one of our purposes is to care for Mike's mother, who lives with us, and to care for the people that Mike was mentioning, in the little ways that we can. And, that's just what we want to challenge all of you to do, is call somebody on the phone. If you're out and about, if you're at work, pay somebody a compliment.
Well, and the other thing is, stop looking for things that are wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are constantly, well, they were rude to me, or, well, something happened, and they look for things that are wrong, things to complain about. Turn that around.
Like we were just reading in a devotion this morning, heap burning coals on your enemies. And that isn't a literal thing, but it's like kindness. Show those people who are rude to you kindness. You may be the only person all day that is, and we all have a story. So who knows what's going on.
And we never know what they've been through.
Exactly.
That day, or what they're going through in their life even.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, that's
kind of what Ruth does. My background, I guess my whole background started in the military. And in the military, I started out as a weather forecaster, a weather observer. Those that understand the Air Force Weather Service know that I started out as a weather observer, and then I became a weather forecaster. And after I was a weather forecaster for probably 3 or 4 years. Then I became a project manager for Air Force Weather, that since then has changed its name, but it's still at Offutt Air Force Base in Omaha, Nebraska. And then after that, I went out and worked in the civilian world for a while, and decided I was going to retire until I met her. And she decided I wasn't going to retire. And then we started working caregiver parties and things like that on our patio. Those that have been around know that we have a patio. We've had parties for caregivers and the people that they give care to. And then one of the things that we realized that was missing with caregivers is that when the people that they love take on a terminal illness, dementia, Alzheimer's, cystic fibrosis, things like that, a lot of times people will pull away from their social life. Their social life includes church, which is very important. It's important to us. I hope it's important to you. And so what I started doing is, because of her, became a pastor. so we could be there for those people that that have family members that they're taking care of. Because a lot of times when they pass, they don't have a pastor because they've pulled away from the church because the person they're giving care to can no longer attend a normal church service.
Or maybe they had a bad experience somewhere along the way and just walked away from the church, and maybe they're even angry at God and they need some spiritual uplifting and comfort, and to know that God hasn't forgotten them, because he never forgets any of us. It's us that walk away from him.
And I was a pastor, and I think for me, the easy part was being the pastor. The hard part was being the pastor's wife. She's the one that made me look good, that did things in the background, that put all the events together at Christian Church of Waterloo in Waterloo, Nebraska. And then we moved to a church in Council Bluffs, Iowa. And that we handed it off to a group of people that we believe are doing a really good job here in Council Bluffs, spreading the word and getting the word out. And then I tried to retire again. Yeah, look at that look on her face. Yeah, right. She's not going to let me retire, but what we're doing is we're still going out, we're meeting with people, we're being with people, not only Matthew 28, going out and making disciples of all nations as much as we can, but also helping the people that we can help with the resources that God has given us. And one of the things that we found is the more we help other people, the more resources that we have.
Yes, amen.
So we've been able to do that, and God just keeps blessing us. And it's not about him blessing us and us accepting those blessings, which we do, but we want to share those blessings with other people. So that's what we're not only trying to do, that is what we're accomplishing. Not on a huge level, but on the level that we can take care of with our personal
that God has
responsibility.
provided us with, you bet. So we can be a river.
Yep. So that's what we want to share with you. And if I were to leave a thought for today, that thought would be kind to someone else.
Yeah.
A kind word, a kind gesture, if you have a good meal at a restaurant, find the manager. There's always a manager on duty. If you go to a store and somebody stands out as somebody that's helped you more so than it's on aisle 29, but actually take care of you. Let their boss know.
You bet. Or put a compliment on Facebook on their page that, hey, I was just at this place and it was a great experience.
Yep.
So other people go there, especially the small businesses.
Yep.
We want our businesses to last.
Yep, we sure do.
Be successful.
Especially the small businesses, because so many small businesses have gone out of business for one reason or the other. And a lot of times it's because they haven't gotten support from the community.
Well, and they don't have the money to market. And all the time we're going to restaurants that we didn't know were there, that we hadn't heard of. Yep.
So anyway, we're going to let you go for now. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and we hopefully will see you again next week. You take care. God bless. This is Mike.
And I'm Ruth. Have a great, great day.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye.